Let's try. Ah, got it sorted. If all else fails, I do apologise. Great start to the Friday Frolic, but mine's at least still more. You could say more professional than KGBB's. How are we all again? I do apologise for the absolute complete muck up there. Clearly, I'd got my settings totally and completely wrong. But never mind. We're all cooking on gas now, aren't we? Right, give me a quick sec and do it this way. Right, and there we have it. There, we're all sorted. Like as I say, I usually do have me a little bit of a Twidget thing on here, you know, with highlight chat, but unfortunately, it's not really working. I didn't really have time to sort it, so we'll just do without. It's not the end of the world, is it? So let's have a little look at who's in the chat tonight. And we have good evening, Stephen Binning. How are we, my dear fellow? And we have I had my lovely daughter in the other room saying, "Oh, dickhead, you're on mute, you silly old fart." Never mind. And we have one of my fantastic moderators who I always pop into all the live streams from all around the world, and some lost tribe in the Andes were doing a live stream, and I saw our Viper Scott in there doing the moderator, you know, rooting out all the naughty people. So how are you, my friend? I don't know how he does it. One of the best moderators. How are you, my good fella? And hello, Pete's Music. Hope you're very, very well. And if you're not subscribed to Reagan Elite's channel, please do. I had a cracking night on the round table last night, and thanks for inviting me. It was an honour and a privilege to have a chat with you all again. And so please like and subscribe to his channel. Hope you're very well, my good fellow. Hello, Kirsty Hamilton. How are you, my good fella? How are you, my good friend? I hope you're very, very well. And hello, Ellie. Hello, Ellie Chaos. Hope you're well. Hope you're very, very well. Not in a position right now to give individual hello. Oh, don't worry about it. Just as long as we can have a bit of a good evening together. And hello, wake up and smell the rosemaries. Hope you're very, very well. Hope you've had a lovely day. And hello, Phil Nelson. How are you, my good fellow? Every time I hear that name, Phil Nelson, I don't know why the wrestling move, Phil Nelson, just pops into my head. You know, you remember the old World of Sport British wrestling? That just some strange reason pops into my head. Aye, good times when I was a kid. Hello, Billy Kershaw. How are you, my good fella? My running mate, how are you? And let's see. Hello, Peter M. Hope you're very well. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's saying sound. Hello, Joseph O'Connor. Hope you're well. Hello, my good fellow, good friend. And I had the good grace to have a good chat with the one, the only Power to the People with Graham Price. And if you've not subscribed to his channel, please do. Please do. He does some fantastic stuff. And not only that, he does some great videos of, let's say, 5 reasons why some dodgy right-wing nut job politician is a complete twat. And is usually right. Yes, everybody's saying, no sound, Dad, you're mute. Yeah. Yes, typical. So that was trouble. I just didn't really have time to get it all sorted within 15 minutes after do me husbandly duties, and it was just quickly get it all sorted and all done, and got it all the audio sorted. So that's my fault. Never mind. Hello, Aki's movie. I hope you're well. How? Yeah, exactly. I kind of hear you. And we have the yes, getting everything. You're muted. You're muted. But anyway, if you're not subscribed to the one, the only, the one and only David McGuinness, please do, because he does some fantastic live streams with his good friend, and if you're lucky, you'll get a fantastic rant, and they're glorious to watch. But anyway, hello, Cymru. Hope you're well. Well, that was a turn up for the Bucks last night, wasn't it? That don't look good. Oh, it seems to be. I just got a bit of a drop frame there, so if it was going a bit dodgy, it seems to be all right now. So we'll crack on. But yes, they all turned up in force. Nigel Farage was thinking that he was going to just have a turn up for the Bucks there, and then when he found out it wasn't going to be, he soon scarpered, didn't he, my dear fellows? Yes. Darren, tie the string to the yogurt pot. We cannot hear you. Yes, speak up, and yes. I'm just saying that, making sure that yeah, it was a good show last night. Pete's Music, it certainly was. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and enjoyed a good bit of gassing and good chat. And we had a good giggle at the expense of Mike Graham. Yes, the concrete farmer. We'll get to him later on. We certainly will, because that was certainly good fun. Hello, Tommy Lee Cadden. How are you, my good fellow? Hope you're very, very well. And yes. Yeah, full or half, Nelson. Depends on the time of day. Yes, certainly is, Phil. Yes, and let's see who have I missed. Not sure if I've missed anybody. I don't think I. Hello, Frederick K. How are you, my dear? How are you? Yes, concrete farmer himself. Yes, gonna have a bit of a good giggle at his expense in a bit later on. But anyway, I think hello, Mark 285. How are you, my good fellow? Hope you're very, very well. And yeah, so, yes. So clearly, to be honest, from what I'd been hearing in the a lot of Labour voters were going to. I think they found out that in Scotland, around Wales and England. Of course. See, I think there was a little bit of tactical voting in there as well, because I think it was clearly obvious there was only going to be two front runners, weren't there, in Wales? It was going to be Plaid Cymru and fascist refuck, and I think when it comes to people, we're quite pragmatic, aren't we? And it's a choice of between Plaid Cymru or Farage's outfit. I think we'll all just say, even if you're a Labour supporter, I'm going to vote Plaid Cymru. So it was quite. I found it quite refreshing and quite funny to see last night, because clearly they thought they were going to go there and absolutely sweep the board, and it didn't happen, did it? So all I will say is to people in Caerphilly and my friends in the chat from Wales, I bet you must be so happy. So well done to Caerphilly. Absolutely. Absolutely doing the minute. But anyway, let's crack on with our little bit of a show. And as I say, I think I've said hello to everybody. But is the I've just noticed, is the real Prime Minister in the chat? Is our Sir Larry in there? Because if he is, I must have just missed him. If he is, all I'll say is, can I just say, I'd love to know, what was your thoughts on our Sir this level of hope for a better world and rejecting fascism? Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. But if I would love to know what's his thoughts, knowing that that the Nigel Farage outfit got absolutely dunked last night. But if you are in the chat, good evening, Sir Larry, the real Prime Minister. And I hope you're dropping one or two presents in that lodger's slippers and shoes. But anyway, let's crack on. We all know what this is about. A bit of a good giggle, a bit of a political giggle, welcoming the weekend where we just have a good giggle and a good laugh at idiots' expense, those who, unfortunately, they are in the positions of power. So a bit of gallows humour, and I'll just welcome in the rest of the live streamers who'll be on full show tonight, be it Max, be it Politics Social, or be it... oh, yes, cheers for that vibe, Scott. Alice, cheers for that, yeah. If please like and subscribe to Sir Larry's channel. But we'll have a bit of a good giggle at the expense of those lunatics who are in power. Sir Curry and beer is mourning. He's had too much starch in his boxes. Yes, exactly. And also he's on strike, isn't he, as well, because seeing as though Minister Stephen Doherty, retired him to upstairs because he absolutely, and well, not just Stephen Doherty, but also Madam Speaker of the House, Caroline Noakes, tore a strip off him, and our snowflakey, wokey Nigel, he took his bat and ball off and said, "Right, that's it, I'm leaving," and he stormed off up to the gallery upstairs in House of Commons. Which, if I'm honest, if I was Clacton, I were thinking, what's the difference? What's the difference? He's been on strike since he won in Clacton, and it's barely there. But anyway, let's crack on, because I think I've rambled on a bit too much. But anyway, let's crack on. Now, I remember last week we had a little bit of a problem with our, you could say, our little clips and this and that and the other. So hopefully, no problems this week. We can only live in hope. We can only live in hope. Where we left it on this one because I just thought, but yeah, they had better think carefully about the results. Well, yeah, I think they probably should do, but like as I say, when it comes to Welsh Labour, they were the incumbent, weren't they? So they were always on a bit of a hide into nothing. So, but yeah, next couple of years it's going to be really interesting. But I remember, but yes, I remember leaving it on this because this was funny. You know when you get the racist Karen on the bus who here's a bit of bit of foreign language on the bus, and they get rather irritated because they think that oh, they must be plotting some jihad or something like that, and whatever. Well, this is hilarious because, as you can see, this guy is talking to his beloved on the phone, and clearly this absolute Karen he's determined to know what he's talking about because he could be a national threat. Well, all I will say is she did want to know.
Oi, you're in my country now, English.
Man from Ali.
Sorry, I don't understand ya. This is England, not Islamistan. English. Could be talking about anything. Dangerous. You meant to be here, are ya?
Off.
Make me. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, we're not moving until you do.
Excuse me, madam. Could I just say I completely agree with you?
Yeah?
Yes, he is in our country now. Speak the Queen's English or go home.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yes.
Is it too much to ask?
No, it is not. He could be saying anything. He's a security risk.
Thank you.
I have some Arabic. Can I translate for the safety of the passengers?
Yeah, go on then.
Yes, all I will say is that, well, she did want to know.
لما أوصل على البيت بدي أغطس بصدري.
When I get home, I am going to plunge my face between your perfect breasts. My wife, you have such wondrous balloons. They stand eager and alert, like two small puppies that have smelt a plate of sausages.
Stop now.
No, the surveillance must continue. And on the subject of sausages, I'm speaking to you fully erect.
That's bloody disgusting.
Yes, well, she did want to know. That is just hilariously funny. Yes, speak English in it, exactly. Yeah, that is just hilarious, you know, because, like, I just think that's the way to treat them, the absolute complete racist nut jobs. Well, she did want to know. I love the way. I want to plunge my face into your beautiful, perfect breasts. She was sitting in the Lopez clip where he gets told to speak English on a bus, and he turns around and tells them, "I'm speaking Welsh and I'm in Wales." I'm sure I've seen that somewhere before, comrade. Yeah, I'm sure I have. That man looked like a reefer candidate. Good evening, Flummox. How are you, my dear fellow? Hope you're very, very well. Oh. we want our country back. Yes, exactly. Oh, when I saw that, I just wet myself laughing. That was just hilarious. Absolutely brilliant. Oh dear. But yeah, as I say, I had that for last week, but you know, we were having problems with turn upside down 2 reads. Yeah, exactly. But like, yeah, that was just absolutely priceless. As I say, I had that for last week, but unfortunately we're having problems with I think I might have had too much going on in my I'll turn that off. I had too much going on my laptop or whatever. So anyway, I'm using my Casio calculator watch. Yes, the old calculator tick, yes. But we all remember what happened last week. You remember? Probably have been before the football match where we had football. Well, I went to football, played Barnsley at home. So, what was happening in America? Yes, that was it. The No Kings. Remember the No Kings March where... Oh, sorry, no, I've got it wrong. It wasn't the No Kings March. It was the Hate America rally, wasn't it? So... Oops. Yes, it was the Hate America rally. Where, you know, all those Trotskyites radical lefties were destroying the country, and it was all kicking off. You know, they were absolutely ransacking every city around America. But let's just say this is a fantastic clip where solidarity with the Portland Frogs. Exactly, Sir Larry. Absolutely, totally agree. Now, this is hilarious. I think this is Jimmy Kimmel. Well, what he basically does, he talks about the situation where the country is going to the dogs, when he gets people to basically send in their clips of how badly America has changed, and we get some doozies here. Absolutely brilliant. They shouldn't have called it the No King's March, as maggots want Trump to be a king. They should have called it the No Pedos March. That's a good point, actually. That's not bad, actually. Show me your skip. Yes, exactly.
I'm going to tell you this. Spread it around. There's no chaos in Portland. None. There is no chaos in Chicago. There was no chaos in Los Angeles. They're pretending there's chaos as a pretense for a military takeover. But I'm open-minded. If there is chaos in these cities Trump calls hellholes, let's see it and decide if something needs to be done about it. So when we put out the word, we ask those of you living in them to show us your hellholes. And before I share this, I want to warn you, this is not for the faint of heart.
Yes, it's not for the faint of hearted. So I would warn you, if you are faint of heart, maybe you should look away. Disgraceful. What hellholes?
Jimmy, this is Kapil reporting from the hellhole that is Chicago. You can see behind me there's about 40,000 people that are being forced to run for their lives. They're going to run 26 miles. There's people all around them, jeering them, making fun of them. Some are even offering them bananas.
We're in downtown Chicago. There's radical musicians playing on the street.
It's getting scary out here. The bushes themselves are turning on ICE agents. The houses are turning gay. Send help.
We're really, really frightened. We're just trying to survive. And I want to say the restaurant where my husband and I are eating is out of the crab rangoon.
I'm here in Chicago where the carnage continues. The latest, our beloved $4 car wash has turned into a $5 car wash. As our community grows a bit more unrecognizable by the day, Antifa wins.
Oh my God, I don't even recognize this country anymore. If you would like to share the terror and mass violence that either is or definitely isn't taking place in your city, make a video, upload it to YouTube or any social media platform with the hashtag #ShowMeYourHellhole. Be on the lookout for a message from us, and maybe you too can help educate our president on what is happening in the country he runs.
Absolutely. Yes, exactly. Show me your hellscape. Yes, it's just, yeah. Grab them by the Epstein list match. Yes. Yes, what a list. There is no list. If there was a list, Trump's name wasn't on it. Yes, and there's no pictures of him stood around half-naked young women, young girls, should I say. Yes. Damn hooligans with their gay horses. Oh, yes. Hello, Diz from 66. How are you? My God, I hope you're well. Yes. The birds have shat on us, and that is clearly a war crime. You may laugh, but there was actually a cult following that believed that there are no birds. They were being replaced by drones that would shit on windscreens so they could track us, and people believe that nonsense. Yes. Oh, good to hear, my good friend. Hope you're very, very well. Hope you have a lovely week. Well, I hope you all have a lovely weekend. But yeah. Oh good God. These fantastic names. SG/CV3 SEC aka SG. You never make it easy for me. I'm just waiting for one of them dodgy articles from Reagan Elite, you know, where they've got names full of people who've got 25 vowels in them, so I can try and get my tongue around them. Well, there goes the coffee. Yeah, exactly. But hello, and welcome to my Friday Frolic, and I hope you're very, very well. But yeah, it's just absolutely, and people will believe that nonsense. Those in Republican states they're absolutely tearing the country to pieces, and all I will say is, hello, Kevin Grant. Hope you're very well. What was the story about Republican rallies and Grindr having a massive surge and the website crashing? Has it? I haven't. Oh, don't worry about it, SG. Don't worry about it. It's a very interesting name. I'll give it that. I certainly won't want to try and pronounce it after about 6 pints of Old Peculiar. But I've not heard that. This week's been interesting for me. Went for a promotion at work about 2 weeks ago. Interview went well. My manager has spoken to the other manager, and it looks like I might get good news next week. Well, if it is, congratulations, Tommy. Honestly, congratulations. Big applause for Tommy. Hope it goes well. I've got 9 vowels and 6 consonants. Oh, Jesus Christ. You can forget about it, comrade. I'm not even going to try and attempt it. You can forget it. But yes, I remember when Reagan Elite sent me one from, I don't know whether they were from Indonesia or from India, where an elephant decided to ransack a sweet shop as it were walking past a cinema, and the shop owner and other people's names, they had at least double-digit vowels in the name. Oh, Jesus Christ. Did I get any sympathy from the chat for it? Did I, bollocks? No, you were all laughing at me. Yes. Hello, David Rainey. Oh, yeah. Donny's brain is as full as a bookcase. Yeah. And about as empty as a gin bottle as well, isn't it? Hello, Lost Missionary. How are you? Hope you're very, very well. Good to see you. But yes, like as I say, when it come to when it came to these riots in Portland, do you wanna see the absolute carnage that these people were basically causing in Portland? Brace yourselves. This is not for the faint-hearted. And if you do, and if it does give you a bit of a heart flutter, and it causes you and you have to look away, can't blame me. I did warn you. This is take it away. Yes, look at them all. Look at them all, ready to tear the country apart. Look at all them. Frogs stronger together. Look at them all. Yes. Yeah, there may be frogs outfit, but any minute now they're going to tear the city apart. The president needs to do something about this. Look at them all. Exactly, comrade. The chaos, the destruction, the anarchy. Yes, the terror. Exactly, Kurt. Yes. look at them all. They're taking over. I can't even be sarcastic here. This looks like so. Exactly. Do you know, when you look at you've just got to show, it just shows, how can I put it? It's just magnificent to see, because it's just brilliant that they could easily, you know, exactly, wake up and smell the rosemary. It's terrifying Antifa. Exactly. This is how you do it, because you just make them look ridiculous. Trying to basically say that this is a hate America rally. That, yeah, they look at. Did you see the hatred in their eyes? Well, in their massive eyes. They're just absolutely magnificent, aren't they? They're just, yeah. Grinder tends to crash when the MAGA Christians are in town, like Charlie Kirk's funeral, for example. Oh dear, is that what happened? Oh dear. But yes, but that's, but yeah, that's just like, you look. I don't know if there's any music on this, but no, there ain't any music. But when you look at it, it just looks magnificent, doesn't it? You look at that. That was in Chicago. It's just amazing. It. Wow. I wonder if our good friend Mikey Famine was in there. You know, I'd go at a fat animal costume rave. It should be a thing. Exactly, Lost Mission Rig. Totally agree. I couldn't agree. Yes. But it's just the No Kings protest is like the French Revolution. Only fewer guillotines and more fancy dress. Yeah, they look like they're having a ball, but that's. And from what I can gather, you guys in the chat might put me right if I'm wrong. Were there about 7 million people that turned up all around America? Because from what I could gather, the first one was about 5 million. I think it was, wasn't it? And now it seems to be getting, yeah, the largest protest in history, comrade. Yeah. So, yeah. So, all right, wake up and smell the rosemary. Cheers for that. Yeah, 7 million. And I think that's what they need to do, you know, and keep a lot of. There we go. I've just realised I was doing the set, starting to turn into what I was like when I did one of Reagan Elite's channel. Just give it about half an hour and be in a silhouette. Yeah, so it was just amazing to watch. And do you know what? Even I think there were two things that I did know. I did hear that there were 1 or 2 Republicans, and there were no arrests. And I think that was brilliant, because you know full well if there had been arrests, they'd have used it against them, wouldn't they? Combined population and of Scotland and Northern Ireland. Is that right, comrade? Wow. Hello, Dennis Pennis. How are you, my friend? Hope you're very, very well. But yeah, you look at that. It's just magnificent. Yeah, it's just absolutely magnificent to look at. I'm sure I heard that there were disco dancing roller skaters wearing inflatable costumes and Portland rock on Tommy. Oh, brilliant. But yeah, that's how they had to do it, you know. It just makes a mockery of everything we're trying to say. A hate America rally. Well, if that's a hate America rally, then I'd really hate to see what a really hate American rally would actually be like, because from what I saw, it looked like a lot of fun. But let's just say that I have to share this one because let's be honest. When I noticed there were a couple of speeches in there, and I think there was 1 or 2, but that I've forgotten. Midi Hassan, he was there, wasn't he? He was pretty good. But there was one guy who let's just say needs no introduction when it comes to giving a speech, and this guy is just an absolute legend.
In 1776, with extraordinary courage, the founders of our country announced to the world that they would no longer be ruled by the King of England. A king who had absolute power over their lives. They demanded freedom. And to bring that about, they fought a bloody war against the British Empire. And in 1789, after winning that war, they did something extraordinary. They established the first democratic form of government in modern history. They said loudly and boldly to the entire world, no more kings. In America, they said, we the people will rule. And today,
no more kings, no more kings, no more kings, no more kings, no more kings.
And today in the year 2025, in this dangerous moment in American history, our message is exactly the same. No, President Trump, we don't want you or any other king to rule us. Well, let us be clear. This moment is not just about one man's greed, one man's corruption, or one man's contempt for the Constitution. This is about a handful of the wealthiest people on earth who, in their insatiable greed, have hijacked our economy and our political system in order to enrich themselves at the expense of working families throughout this country.
Absolutely. There's just something about the guy, isn't there? You know, he's a sort of guy who let's just say that you just sit up and listen, don't you? You could tell that when it came to that audience, he had him in the palm of his hand, and he's just brilliant. And what a crying shame that he would definitely be probably one of the best presidents that America never had. And it's just an absolute crying shame. And hello, one angry pagan. How are you, my good fellow? Hope you're very, very well. Yes, yes. No ramble through the woods vid today. Not be sorry to hear that, my good fellow. But hoping to do it tomorrow. Yeah, well, I'll look forward to it. If you've not subscribed to One Angry Pagan's channel, please do. You not only do you get to see the wonderful countryside of, is it Torbay, if I remember rightly? If I've got it wrong, I do apologise. But you also get to see a cute dog chasing after a football as well, while you get a pagan getting rather angry, and he's walking around with his rather large sword. He walks around with a massive weapon as well. But hello, my good friend. Hope you're very, very well. But yeah, I agree, Pete's Music. What a good show. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed the conversation. We had a good giggle as well, and a good conversation as well. And another time like Bernie Sanders and was US president, and Jeremy Corbyn as UK Prime Minister. Yeah. Yes, I certainly wouldn't have had a problem with that. Yeah, hot take. They kind of squandered that freedom less than 100 years after they had that's yeah. You can't argue with that, can you, Tommy? Like, because one thing I've found interesting when you watch these farmers over in America, you know, they're basically saying, "Oh, that he's destroying our business," and people are saying, "What are you crying for?" Because of a simple reason. He told you what he was going to do. We told you what would happen. It's all about, oh, well, he's owning the libs, so we don't really care. And it's just... And sometimes you do find it really difficult to show sympathy because you think, well, we told you what we're going to do. But yeah, exactly. Wake up and smell the rosemary. Love Bernie. Yeah, I do. I could listen to him all day. It's just something about him, isn't there? He's just brilliant at what he does. Bernie's the reason I'm for the aptitude testing governance rather than an age limit. Bernie's still got, sharp as a tack, isn't he, camera? Absolutely, still sharp and still got it. Yeah, he's just absolutely. And we have 50 watching 56. Wow, I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. I'm pleased with that. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, except Burger King, that's the only king I swear allegiance to. all hail the Whopper with some fries and a shake. What flavour milkshake is it? Strawberry. I was more of a strawberry milkshake man than myself. Hello, Alex Adams. How are you, my friend? Hope you're well. Yes. Oh, hello, Gordon. B8V. That's going to be an abbreviation for something. So I'm not even going to attempt to try and work it out because no doubt I'll make a tit of myself trying to. But now it's a liquid one. Good on you. Don't blame me. I'm going to have a couple of cheeky bevies later on after when I've finished. Hit the like button and you'll win a free one-way ticket to America. Oh, good God. Yeah, but take a boner phone if you do. Mandani owning the other two Burks last night was fucking... I ain't watched it. I'll probably watch it later on. I'll probably watch it sometime later on. I haven't watched it. I think I was busy, you know, doing a bit of editing. I've got a little something going on. I was going to try and... I nearly finished it today, but I think I'll leave it for Monday. It's with the Nathan Gill nonsense. And to be honest, when I finish it, from what I've been doing with it so far, I've been quite proud of it. So hopefully I'll have that done for Monday. So, but yeah. But I watched... did they do one last week? And it was quite interesting. That Como bloke, he were getting right pelters from all angles, and quite rightly too. Gotta be a strawberry shame they cost like about a £5. Is that what it is now? Still cheaper than Five Guys though. Nearly £7 for a milkshake. Jesus Christ. Yes. Yeah, as I say, I'll probably watch it later on. But yeah, I can imagine because he there's something about him as well. You know, he doesn't rise to the bait, does he? Yeah. Five Guys, they're a rip-off. Is that a name of a milkshake company or something? Jesus Christ, I can well imagine. Been years since I've had a milkshake. But hello, Sunday Cuddle. How are you? So this is the much talked about Friday Frolic, love and peace, and may big cuddles all round. And cuddles are not just for Sunday, or for people with Man buns. Hello, Sunday Cuddle. How are you? And welcome to my Friday Frolic. This is just where we just have a bit of a good giggle and have a bit of a feel-good factor. That's what we try and do. Hey, Nathan Gill will be grateful. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, I'll probably have that ready for Monday. I'll try to get it done for Friday, but when it comes to editing and getting it all sorted, it takes ages. So, but I've nearly finished it. But anyway, yeah, that was a fantastic Bernie Sanders, and yeah, he is the sort of person you can just sit there and then listen to him speak, because he's just brilliant at what he does, and what a crying shame that he will never be president, because I'm sure he'll be better than well, he'll be 200% better than the clown that they've got in there now, isn't it? But like, this is an interesting clip, because for simple reason, even in small towns, from what I could gather, there were all sorts of protests as well. You know, towns that don't have that many people living there, but this is just a really good little showing that even they're getting rather disgruntled. And I've looked at his polling rate, and his disapproval rate is in the 60s, isn't it? It's, Jesus Christ, he's tanking, isn't it? But this is just really interesting. So yeah, small town America is waking up to reality. Maybe you should listen to what they have to say. So this is pretty good.
Ready to see this? Small town South Carolina, population 9,000. No kings. Starts up here.
Come on.
It's never been this hard.
This is both sides as well.
That's a fucking protest. I am so obsessed. Today was freaking crazy turnout. And totally peaceful. Of course. Ready to
Absolutely. Oh, that's just amazing. Yeah, it's like even in small towns, from what I could gather, like you saw, they're just absolutely brilliant. Yes. Exactly. Totally agree. Alistair, yeah, totally agree. As a Welshman, nothing brings me greater joy than a choir of people singing. Absolutely. Totally agree. I still need to learn to play that. Yes. Well, maybe get on ultimateguitars.com. See if they've got a tab for it. That's what I usually go if I need to learn something, I'll have a look at tabs on there, and they usually give me a bit of help. But yeah, it's just amazing to watch and see, you know, because like let's give me a quick sec. It's like you look at these. It's like across the US, people hit the streets by the millions, and for the No King's Day. Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe Graham might have a point. No pedos day. Yeah, with some crowds and limit estimated to be in the hundreds of thousands. You know, it's just magnificent. Look at dinosaur there. Yeah, it's just absolutely. And like as you say, Alice, yeah, it sort of like renews your faith in humanity a little bit. It's just brilliant to look at and see. It's just, and I can imagine our tumple thin skin will be looking at. He will not have been happy, will he? Clearly not. Trump supporter gets glasses stolen and falls video. Yeah, that is hilarious. I just fell about laughing because when he had his glasses pinched, I thought couldn't have happened to a nicer bloke, could it? And then see they all got all these Trump dinosaur. It went in bottom corner, just so a dinosaur's head just pop up, and he's wandering around doing all the homophobic slurs and all that. Then had his glasses pinched, and they seem to think that all those people who are on the left, you know, the radical left, they're all snowflakes. No, they're not. They're ready and prepared to fight if need be. But yes, it's just amazing to see. It's like I did think of maybe showing it on here, but I'm thinking maybe it's not the right time to play it, because being a bit with blood and all that. But yeah, when he got tripped up first time, you just think, hello. Hello, Paul McSweeney. Yes. Wait a minute. Where's your flag? You will now be reported to the Ministry of Compliance. Did you see how much refund spent taxpayers' money on flag? Yes, Nottinghamshire County Council. What about 70-odd thousand pound on flags? Yeah, that's money well spent. Yeah, taxpayers will be well up. Well, actually, some of them possibly will be. But yes, so that's, I know what I mean. As I say, I've been keeping a close eye on to see if there's any meetings in the whatever council meetings that there's, because there's some crazy shit going on there. I think they're still having bets on which council will go bankrupt first. Will it be Nottinghamshire, or will it be Durham? Because they are proper up shit creek, aren't they? Absolutely proper up shit creek. Well, I think Leicestershire will be, because that guy Dan Harrison, yeah, £75,000. Yeah, cheers. Alistair, yeah, £75,000. Mental. But like, where those flags made in, the flags made in China? Your guess is as good as mine, my dear fellow. But yes, flags made where? Idiots. Yeah, exactly. I have to say, that's one of my wife's favourite words, idiots, because she was a massive Supernatural fan, and she loved Bobby Singer in there, and that's one of his words he always used to say. He used to call the brothers idiots. Yeah, and in Worcestershire, Reform lead is telling everyone to get used to the idea of a 10% increase council tax. But yeah. Kent first, then drum. Yes. Oh, they're fucked, aren't they? Idiots. Yes. But, yes. Oh, yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. Going to be over next year or so. But as I say more on there. This is, and like, when you watch the chats, when you watch the stuff that was going on over there, this was just hilarious. I love this clip because, you know, they're trying to call them the Hate America rally, and they've got the little clips underneath, which just And what people saying there is just absolutely brilliant. I just had to share this with you guys because it's just brilliant.
We're going to bring together the Marxists, the socialists, the Antifa advocates, the anarchists, and the pro-Hamas wing of the far-left Democrat Party. That is the modern Democratic Party. That's where they've gone. And the Hate America rally is the common theme among all those groups.
Oh, well, there's illusion, and we all know that. I don't really think there's any point in arguing that, because everybody, like, they know they're lying, we know they're lying.
Just another piece of failure propagandizing that isn't probably even going to go over on Fox.
It's lies. We hate their America because that's not what America is. We hate Christian nationalism. We hate white Christian nationalism. That's not America. That's bullshit. Pardon my language.
No need to pardon your language, love. You speaking the absolute truth. Don't sit on the fence, love. Tell us what you really think. And also, hello, Witchy Goth. How are you, my lovely young lady? I hope you're very, very well. If you're not subscribed to Witchy Goth's channel, does some excellent live streams and very intelligent and really, really lovely young lady. So please go to her channel. Please like and subscribe. You'll love her channel.
It's more of just the blatant lying from the administration, just to try and increase the amount of division in the country, and it's just really disappointing to see.
They call anybody who disagrees with what they're doing a Hate America rally, so it doesn't surprise me.
Nah, I don't hate America. No, I was born and raised in America. I have family here in America, friends. I think Antifa shit is some stuff they done made up to find a boogeyman.
We love America, and the real ones who hate America is this administration.
Being able to protest, being able to exercise our First Amendment rights in protest.
All I will say is, look at that young lad. Now that is the modern day, that is going to be the modern day fascist, anti-fascist protester now. Dress up in fancy dress. Go on, lad. Absolutely brilliant outfit.
Protesting is patently American. So anyone who says it's un-American needs to go read the Constitution.
Seeing that on the news, Republican after Republican calling it the Hate America rally. Perfect. No, I love my country. Loving someone or loving your country doesn't mean you accept it as just everything's wonderful. You can accept it with its flaws and faults and hope for improvement.
It's very obvious that we're all here because we love our community, and this country, and we want the best for it and everyone around us, otherwise we wouldn't be here. And they hate that because it goes against the narrative that we're here to burn down America.
Absolutely brilliant. Yes. In my eyes, those are the true patriots. Not like these MAGA nut jobs and all these lunatics in conspiracy that hate immigration and stuff like that. The true patriots are them who're standing up for the Constitution and saying they will not kiss the ring of Trump. That sounded a bit wrong, didn't that? But you know what I mean. Hello, Joe. How are you, my friend? Yeah, exactly, Alistair. Please go to Joe's channel for news from a Portuguese perspective. Please go like and subscribe to his channel. Does some quality stuff. But yeah, when I saw what they was basically saying, my first thought was, my God, they must be absolutely petrified. If they think they can actually get away with calling it a Hate America rally, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Clearly, no address, and they're all wearing fancy dress. How is that Hate America rally? There's not an ounce of hatred in any of it. You just see people dancing, singing, and showing that they will not accept authoritarian fascist regime, and that's basically all it is, isn't it? Just a fascist regime. So now I picked up this little clip which is just hilarious, where it's sort of like it's a bit of a, you could say a bit of a satirical joke of how Fox News were going to handle the No Kings rally. This is quite funny.
Alright guys, let's get the Antifa footage ready. It's crazy Antifa footage. Protesters, violence, looting, all that stuff. It's going to be mayhem. He's going to get into it in like 10 seconds, right? Okay, like 3 or 4 images. It's going to be crazy. And Joey, just go ahead and mention that the protests got pretty crazy,
back in
please.
June. And well, things got pretty crazy out
Great,
there.
roll and put up the chaos, Chiron. Great, chaos, mayhem. Oh. Wait, is this right? Is this the chaos montage? Guys, no, this is the montage for everyone having fun and being lame. We need the chaos montage. Guys, yeah, sorry, Joey, I know we're running the wrong one. No, guys, we need the crazy chaos I'm sorry, Joey, come back to Joey. Let's cut back to Joey, please.
At least 2 states mobilized.
Alright, guys, let's get the Antifa footage ready. It's crazy.
Yes, because like they did the absolute level best. Did the absolute level best to, you could say, paint them out as the Hate America rally. And you can imagine, we'll get some hilarious footage of Fox News in a bit. But in a bit, which is from Fox News, and it's just ridiculous, absolutely hilarious. And the desperation, paint them as the absolute radical left, as they say, and Hamas supporting fanatics tearing up the country. It's just hilarious. But anyway, we'll have a little bit of a quick break. You know, when you get people who have who have the weird pets, you always get somebody who they'll a dog or a cat or a gerbil or a goldfish will not do for them. It's always got to be something unusual. You've all got them friends, and they'll say, "Would you like to come see my pet snake?" And you think, "No." Oh, I've got a pet tarantula called Harry. Would you like to see him? No. But let's have you. Do you know anybody who has a pet like this? And all I will say is, I feel sorry for the neighbours. Yes, a rooster. Who in the right mind would have a rooster? Yes. Well, at least he's got a good alarm clock. Yes, somebody has a pet rooster. As I say, I feel sorry for the neighbours. I do. I feel sorry for the neighbours. Hello, Chris Fisher. How are you, my friend? Hope you're very well. Yeah, exactly. Fucking brilliant. Yes, rats. I've had rats and snakes and avian dinosaurs such as budgies, and yes, we also had a rooster at one point too. Oh dear. Yes. Well, I suppose in a way I'm a bit of a bantam, seeing as though I'm a Bradford City fan, so I can relate. But yes, I remember years and years when I worked for Bradford Council. I used to work right up top of hills up in Thornton, and as I remember working up there, and it was about it would have been about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I were up there, and on the side of the road there were a rooster, absolutely giving it, belting it out for health and leather, and I'm thinking, good God. Don't worry about it, Chris. Don't worry. Yeah, it's Darren. Don't worry about it. Forget about it. But yeah, it would belting it out at that time. And I think, good God, if I were living there, I'd have soon got rid of that roaster. That's for certain. Never ever again am I owning a damn fucking roaster. Oh, that for a game of... Yeah, I totally agree. I look like I need when I wake up. Oh, tell me about it. I once had a deal with a bantam rooster, vicious little sod. I can well imagine. That rooster would have been in short order. Yes, I can well imagine. No, and if I was their neighbour, I would not be impressed. Have some nice fruit and yogurt in a bowl. Oh, you love your nice fruit and yogurt. What type of fruit is it going to be? Is it fruit cocktail? Peaches with some strawberries. My aunt used to have 2 roosters and a chicken. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. But anyway, let's just say, back to the carnage that was happening in America, where that's a fantastic companions that I highly recommend. Well, I suppose if you like that sort of thing, but I don't think my kids will be too happy with rats. Strawberries and peaches today. What type of yogurt? Vanilla? Normal? What flavoured yogurt? Yeah, I had pet rats when I was a teenager. Fantastic creatures. So smart. Yeah, I can imagine there will be. That's a banterist. Strong in the chat. Oh, good. Glad to hear it. I have a couple of nice pairs. A bubble. But yes, but like, let's get back to the carnage that was happening all over America. Yes, spare a thought for this poor reporter. He took his life into his own hands by getting right into the middle of the rioters. So I think this man deserves a medal for bravery, because look at, all I will say is, this man went right into the heart of it. I'm trying to think of that British reporter who did the same. And you know, she got right into the heart of the war, the Falklands War, with it or something. Forgot her name now. This man deserves the same medal, because true bravery is this. Look at him. Now that's true bravery. Yes. He's got right in with the rioters.
We are here in Washington, D.C. at the No Kings protest, a violent protest full of Antifa and other ill-meaning people who are here just to cause violence. It really is just a terrible scene
here. Yes, look at them. Yes, as you can tell, they were absolutely causing absolute terrible trouble. It's not my peach. Yes, and is that right? You have got a lovely bunch of coconuts, said Larry. Yes. Interestingly enough, we humans are actually... Are you trying to get me to pronounce words with about 20 vowels? One angry pagan. There is no way I'm going to pronounce that without, because I'm liable to dislocate my jaw. I'll lose a couple of teeth. Yes, exactly, Reagan. The horror. The absolute horror. Kate Adie, that's it. Cheers for that, Gordon. I knew it was Kate something, but I couldn't think of a name. You're an absolute gentleman. Thank you very much. Those protesters look like Teletubbies. The terror. The terror. Yes. Well, you meant you have fruit when you said nice papers. Whoops, ignore me. Oh, no, it is. Vicious attack on the... with those tails, yes. You nearly fell. Yes, exactly. Oh, well, I'm easily... it does actually happen. Walking on a beach is looking at the peaches. Yes, exactly. Tell me, what else could I have meant? Yes, it's shown on some of the tend to hold power and wealth. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. But and then we do have more conclusive proof that these marches were not what they're saying, as we will see here. As yes, look at them terrible trouble causers. Yes, look at them. Look at them all causing trouble, ready for action. Yes, they were all out there in full force, ready to cause trouble. And look at that. You can tell they're ready for trouble. Look at all them. Yeah, Portland, Oregon has just had their fair share of run-ins with the Trump administration over the past few weeks. On Saturday, it was clear Portlanders are not happy about it. Thousands in early gathering to participate in the country. This is just brilliant.
Our First Amendment rights is, the foundation of being an American. Having the right to say, what we think is right for ourselves and our neighbors is what America is about. And anyone trying to interrupt that is anti-American.
I'm out at Portland's No Kings protest. There's thousands of people here. Yeah, I'm just talking to people about why they're out here and why they believe that there shouldn't be kings in America.
This is what democracy looks like. Show Trump what Portland looks like. This is what Portland looks like.
I would call it the Trump regime rather than the Trump administration. Well, first of all, I would tell them to go fuck themselves, but...
Don't set the fence, friend. Just tell us what you really think. Yes. Yes. Just tell them to go fuck themselves.
Then I would suppose I would tell them to try to understand what this country's about and that there are a lot of people out there who aren't like them that need representing too.
I mean, you look at how much the cops are being militarized, how much Trump is using his platform to divide America. And everything is about wanting to hate on the people that he hates.
I'm trans, so it's been, I've been fine, but like in the news, there's constantly, everything is so shitty.
We're always going to stand by immigrants. We're always going to stand by trans people and queer people. We're always going to be an inclusive city. So it means a lot to me to see so many people out here today showing that this country is exactly what it should be, a place where everyone belongs.
I've been coming to these rallies for...
I love this guy. This guy is brilliant.
Gosh, since the first administration, or first term. And, but now it's just more... We got to get this word. We got to get the word out. This right here, everything.
My roommate was on Snap, and we actually would pull together to go grocery shopping together. And now we can't do that anymore because he's going to lose Snap. And this means that we're now going to probably struggle a little bit for groceries.
Think about it all the time. I wish I didn't think about it. I wish I could think about something else. But it's frightening. When you're this old, you've seen a lot of administrations and times come and go, and this is the most frightening one I remember.
I'm out here because I really have a love for our country and a love for the promise of our country. And
Now there's a dinosaur for you, one angry pagan. That's a dinosaur and a half.
everything happening right now is destroying that promise, that commitment that we have to ourselves and to our neighbors. And it's time for us, the people, to stand up and take our country back.
I think that the need for control is inherently unnatural, and that's why they have to enforce everything so much, because they are not supposed to be in positions of leadership. They are not supposed to have power, and ultimately they don't have the love or support of the people, and the people are going to win.
Absolutely brilliant. All I saw there was true patriots. And I love that guy with his Trump is a see you next Tuesday shirt. That is brilliant. I can imagine if my daughter had that shirt, she would wear that with pride. I think so with my wife as well. She does not like him. Yes. Hello, no 9961. Hope you're well. A man in Alabama did a great speech, worth a search. I will see if I can find that for next week, without a doubt. But hello, and welcome to my Friday frolic. But yes, but I've just seen the great, the fantastic. That's a great play on words, Graham. Grantifa. Take a bow, my good fellow. Take a bow. Solidarity with the Portland Freedom Frogs. Absolutely, Sir Larry. Totally agree. Attack. Unicorns attacks. Yes. Yes, exactly. Aha, this is another organised sect within the Antifa organisation. Grantifa. Completely agree. Why frogs Portland gets black bears and odd cougars and coyotes. I'm sure I heard somebody mention the reason why, but I can't remember why. And yeah, totally agree. Yeah, Alistair. Yeah, the LGBTQ flags. Yeah, because they need our support, don't they? Even more nowadays. Exactly. Come Raimi. I love the T-shirt. You know what must really annoy Trump? How many more people are at these rallies than his? Look at all those people, Donald. Yes. Wait, maybe Trump would he probably would do. And he'd probably just pretend that the boos are actual cheers. Is that T-shirt saying Trump is an accountant? Only folding up a little to say something different. Yeah, brilliant. Trump is a Billy Hunt. Absolutely is. Grantifa bloody hooligan. Completely. Oh, yes. Oh, you've got to apologise. Smell the rose. I support the rights of anyone that wants to live their one life and be happy. We just need to respect each other, and that's the only limit. Mutual respect. Completely agree, Joe. Totally and utterly agree. It's it's same with me, you know. My motto is, because when it comes to how other people would, yeah, Tommy, yeah, totally agree. Would love that shirt, but it's I have no problems with people, how they live their lives and what they do, as long as they don't hurt anybody else and they're happy. That's the main thing, isn't it? Completely agree. Yeah, we would love that Trump is a can't shirt. Yes. Knowing him, he would want the fucking in front of it as well, wouldn't he? My motto was taught to me by my mother. Yeah, live and let live. Completely agree. Yeah. Hello, 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 person in person. How you? Hope you're well, my friend. Good to see you, and hope you've had a lovely day. But yes, exactly. Do no harm to others and live as you want to live. Totally and utterly agree. Completely agree, Chris Fisher. But yeah, but but like all I'll say is spare a thought for a certain Fox host. All I'll say is the coping and the seething is absolutely hilarious. And all I'll say is spare a thought for our Fox host, Jesse Waters, because apparently his mother turned up at the No Kings rally, and all I would say is the coping and the seething was all I was saying was what you could see he was revealing. Absolutely hilarious is this. What a complete monster this bloke is.
We'll see. I know my mom was there.
Really?
Can you believe my mom was there?
Which one? New York? Boston?
In Long Island.
Long Island.
It's like sometimes I think I was adopted.
What an horrible thing to say.
It's like they do these things. The Women's March, BLM, the Musk stuff. The issues change, but the one thing that stays the same is Trump. They think this guy's like crack cocaine. They get these big bursts of energy every once in a while, but long term, this has been bad for their health. They've lost the culture. They've lost the media. They've lost 2 of the last 3 elections. They've lost all power in Washington, and they've lost their minds. He looks powerful because Democrats love it. They love to submit. They love.
Yeah, totally agree, Peter. Yeah, I bet she wishes that too.
to conform. It's what they do. And you go into these rallies and you interview these people. They have no idea where they're there. I mean, some of them do, like my mom knew.
And what about you, Jesse?
Tonight, 8 o'clock, we have Undercover at the No Kings protest. We mic'd up my mother.
Wow. Really?
No, we
Oh, what an idiot. Oh, the coping and the seething. Oh. Yeah, he's a numpty. He's a numpty. You not got a mum now. Yes. Yes, imagine how ashamed of him she must be. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Peter. 7 million people submitting. We completely agree, Reagan. Like, yeah, what an awful man. And he is. He's an absolute, complete bell sniff, isn't he? Absolute, complete bell tap. And let's just say it didn't get any better, you know, because another Fox host was coping and seething. And yes, Laura Ingraham. Now this is absolutely hilarious. If I were in this studio, I would not be able to contain my laughter because I would be absolutely creased up with her coping and say that she's just ridiculous. How anybody can take this woman seriously is beyond me.
Of course, junior high school students should know that if we lived under a king, this weekend's anti-Trump rallies would have been prohibited. But instead, the No Kings buffoons were out in full force. And half of the goofballs out there didn't even know what they were protesting. It was like a bad high school theater production where the kids just didn't rehearse enough. When asked about it, Trump flicked them off. A lot of old-timers acting out, and of course, no rally would be complete without an appearance by a washed-up actor. He is literally hiding behind his sunglasses. Now consider the source. And by the way, that was the apex of his career. Say anything with the boombox. Maybe he should have done the whole little spiel there with the boombox. It would have been better. Of course, all these people are hypocrites. They call Trump a dictator when, in fact, Democrats are the ones who love ordering people around. What they did to our kids, our churches, our communities during COVID, forcing people to get the shots or they're going to lose their job, destroying lives with their stupid, dangerous edicts. As they ate and they traveled like royalty because the rules don't apply to them. They're protecting democracy? Then why did Barack Obama, George Clooney, and a few donors decide who would be their party's nominee in 2024? Why did their party try to kick Trump off the ballot only to get goose-egged by the Supreme Court? They want to control every aspect of your lives, banning the sale of gas-powered cars, preventing parents from having a say over the kids' choice of gender. Look, these agitator blowhards, they're conning themselves, they're conning you, or both. How many people over the weekend in frog outfits or Trump baby get-ups look worried that they were going to get locked up in some Stalin-esque prison or royal jail, please? In fact, Donald Trump came into office to take power away from the closest thing we've seen to royal families in this country, the Bushes, the Cheneys, and the Clintons. Well, a little historical knowledge might be too much to expect from a lot of the folks we saw over the weekend. Seems like many...
Strangely enough, Alistair, yeah, they are bricking it. They are protesting the protesters too hard. I completely agree. The lady doth protest too much, as they say, don't they? Yeah. Jow goes route one. She needs to get laid. Yeah, be a brave man who does that, I suppose. Remember Blackadder, one where Baldrick has got to go into the room with a Lady Infanta, the character played by Mary Margoyles. She was brilliant as her character. Comes out with black eyes and looks out as though he's been 10 rounds with Vinnie Jones. That was just so funny. But yeah, I think you're onto something there, because I was thinking the same myself. That they're just protesting. So if it wasn't that serious, they wouldn't have even bothered, would they? They wouldn't have even bothered.
Many of the No Kings marchers had no clue.
Yeah, they had no clue whatsoever. But yeah, I have recently encountered a very friendly British bulldog. Seems to want to hump anything. Yes, exactly. Yeah, yes, she was brilliant. Oh, and quite the socialist, if I remember rightly, as I Miriam, isn't she? Yes, but yes, but yeah, he will probably get the job done before lunch. Lunch as an ice cream sandwich. Yes. Fox News is this real? Can they get away with such nonsense as credible journalism? Sorry, being a little serious here, but it's just unbelievable what the post. It's just nonsense, and you just, well, we know, me and you, us lot, we will not take it seriously whatsoever. And yeah, exactly, Diz. Yeah, she's in La La Land. Absolutely. You offering to take one for humanity and give the lass a wee smile for a minute. I don't think she'd be happy with just a minute, would she? I have recently encountered, yes, a little man with big job to do, yes. Yeah, exactly. She doesn't have a clue, no, she doesn't. But yeah, that was just so, yes, that was just so funny. Yeah, little man with a big job to do. And he comes out with two big shiners. I have to say the first one, not as, I suppose it depends on your opinion, but was it as good as the other three? I'm not too sure, but it was still pretty good. I do not think she understands how much people are laughing all over world of the US. I saw a Japanese reporter that turned into a straight manga character, laughing student. I haven't seen that, but I bet it's funny. I mean, without hesitation, deviation or repetition. Yes, squeaky voice. But yeah, they're just absolute nut jobs, aren't they? Nobody in their right mind would watch that, and that makes sense. Yeah, they were hoping for violent retaliation and retaliation, and got frogged. Exactly. They were hoping, they were praying for arrests, weren't they? And right. Oh, no worries. Don't worry about it, Joe. No worries. Tells a brilliant story of how she helped out a soldier in Princes Street Gardens. It was on the Graham Norton show. I haven't seen that one. I might have to look that one up. Yes, but yes, she's absolutely brilliant. Is Marion, and like, you know, since the situation with what's happened in Israel and Gaza, from what I've heard, she's lost quite a few friends for her stance on with what's happening in Gaza, and good on her, because it can't be easy, can it? It was in case something I watched from YouTube. Oh well, yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. But yeah. Anyway, we will crack on. As I say, my God, an hour and a half has gone. Where does the time go, my friends? Where does the time go when we're having fun? But we will soldier on. But like, as I say, we all recognise who this young lady is. We're world famous for having her, having the wonderful crosses, but she decided to break character for today, and did the Kirsty Norm talks about the 2 private jets she acquired for $170 million, funded by taxpayers. Yes. Oh, absolutely hilarious. And I think she sums it up perfectly.
Hang on a second. Of course these brokies are going to have a problem with me getting a private jet. They've never even flown Comfort Plus, let alone on a jet. They don't understand that this is actually going to be saving me so much time, so much money. I don't have to go through pesky TSA. Also, I mean, God bless them. They're not getting paid right now. They're so angry, and it's all because of the Democrats, okay? But this is saving me so much time, so much money, and my safety, the safety of the American people. I am the one who is keeping the American people safe, and to keep me safe, well, it's patriotic. It's putting America first. Hang on a second. Okay, enough. But send me that. I would definitely want to post that. My hair looks really good today. But anyway, like I was saying, hold on, they wrote me a letter. Oh, I love fan mail. Hang on a second.
This is phone.
Christy Nome, for 2 private jets also. I got a really good deal, $172 million. Do they think that's going to pay for that universal health care that they want? Absolutely not. They just want to give health care to those illegal criminals. Okay? Blah, blah, blah. They said, oh, you're not prioritizing the needs of the American people. Instead, it's for your own comfort. Well, first of all, I would have gotten a slightly more expensive one if it was for my comfort. And they're deeply concerned about my judgment as a steward for the taxpayer dollars. Okay, well, first of all, again, I don't need to go over this. Who wrote this? New York Times? Okay, well, let's get Caroline on them, okay?
Yes, get Caroline Levitt. Yes, absolutely. Yes, exactly. Jow, hide your dogs. Scary thing is, there are people that actually think like this. Oh yeah, totally agree, Kirsty. Yeah, Sandra's hair is lush. To be fair, although I am bald. Yeah, I'm dead jealous as well. I was say when I was younger, I had my hair probably near enough as long as that in my full vigor of youth. So I'm dead jealous. But yes, no more kings. Do they want a prince? Yes. Well, here's a link from Marion. I might actually. I think I might store that if I can, and I will copy that and I will save it for later on because I don't want to. And what I will do is I will see what I can do with it. Cheers for that, Alistair. Cheers. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Phil Nelson. Yeah, parody becomes reality. Hello, Mr. Shifty McGrifty. How are you? Available now for pre-order. Get the Mr. Shifty McGrifty limited edition Griffness full tide album. I wish it could be Griffness every day. Yes. Oh, wish it could be Griffness. And yes, I'll try to think of any more other great any more great Christmas carols on this album. Sounds like an absolute peach of a deal. I had long hair when I was young. Nowadays, there's there's more left on the comb than there is on my head. All I will say is enjoy them moments while they last, Graham, because my head has not seen a comb in years. Not seen a comb in years, so you're lucky in that department. But yes, it's yes, it's it's a shifty McGrifty. How's the supply for moose juice going? I wish I could be home for Christmas. Yes, yes, totally agree. Might have to have a look at that album later on. But yes, £170 million funded dollars funded by taxpayers. Well, they knew what they were voting for, didn't they? Didn't they just? Oh, this is quality. Yes. Oh, yeah. Exactly, Alistair. Yeah, it soon flies. There's a Portuguese punk band that has a song titled "De Palm Neus." Oh, I'm gonna try and pronounce that. Napalm in Sesame Street. They're called Materatus Rat Killer. I still maintain the best name I'd ever heard for a band. I can't remember where it was all like the start of a film, you know, when you see the shots of some city and they've got a name up on neon lights for one night only. Face Humper. That's just so funny. But yes. Would you like to hear the greatest bit of complimenting of the orange mango Mussolini, the one and only Tango Twiglet, the best little bit of, it's only a short little video clip where it's the ultimate compliment that anyone could ever give to Donald Trump. This is brilliant. That's all I will say. Absolutely brilliant. Take it away, Elizabeth Warren. Priceless.
Proud to join my friend Jeff Merkley in saying this part out loud. Donald Trump is not
Yes, Donald Trump.
a king. He will never be a king, and America does not bow down to. Proud to join my friend Jeff Merkley in saying this part out loud. Donald Trump is not a king. He will never be a king.
Yes, you got it right first time, Elizabeth. Yes, Donald. Yes, there's the Christmas hits was, and his song, a mother-in-law is an ox. I'm driven over white Griftmas. Last Griftmas. Yes, but I would love to listen to a Christmas song album by Napalm Death. That from jolly old England, one of your greatest productions. Yes, I remember one night, come on from a football match, and it was away. I can't remember when it was. And yes, she did that deliberately. I have a funny feeling she did. Yes, yes. But anyway, we come home and pub we were in. They were doing a pub that run the coach game. Come back and they were doing karaoke, and it was nice. Everybody's getting on, having a few bevies and thinking they're Elvis Presley or George Michael or whatever. Well, a friend of mine, called him Graham, and she's going around, rustling up for singers and whatever. And she says, Graham, would you like to sing? I said, are you going to get up and sing? He says, have you, and he mentioned this song by Napalm Death. Have you got so-and-so by Napalm Death? And she went, how does it go like? He said, it's only got one lyric. It goes, oh, and that's it. That was just, and we just fell about laughing. I thought, yeah. Yes. But yeah, that's what we did. Brilliant. But yeah, she was right first time. And I think, yeah, I'm in agreement with you, Graham. I have a feeling she did it on purpose. Absolutely. I think she did it on purpose. But now, this is a moment we've all been waiting for. This is a moment where this is the moment where we head off to what we've all been waiting for. Yes, the one and the only. This man. Yes, our Graham Price. No, not Graham Price. Mike Graham. Sorry, Graham. I do apologise. Yeah, my Mike Graham. Yes, we had and this we had the hilarious news to find out. Now we don't know whether he's been sacked or suspended, or God knows. But let's just say, absolutely hilarious to find. Well, we all know what basically happened to this clown. Yes, over the weekend he decided, whether he were pissed as a part or whatever, he decided to. There was a post on his Facebook page saying basically, not enough white people wherever. This is disgraceful. Fuck. And this is the problem with immigration. And basically it went down like a lead balloon. And then he tried to say that, oh, my Facebook page was hacked. But then a few yes, hello, Rob Egan's, yes, the concrete farmer, yes, he then tried to say that he'd been hacked, but then few quick sighted people noticed that just before he posted that was posted on his Facebook feed. He'd also practically posted near enough the same picture on his Twitter page. So then it turns out the day after I was getting all this load of shit, he decided to come out and say, yes, my Facebook page had been basically hacked. And unfortunately, Talk TV, I have a funny feeling, not sure they're buying it. And I'm wondering, why is that picture of a dog there? He does look a little bit like Nick Ferrara. Yeah. But like, Dave W. here, pity wasn't. I don't know whether he's been reinstated or whatever, but this is hilarious. This was a post posted by Good Evening Global Citizen. How are you, my friend? How are you? Exactly. Cementing unity and solidarity. Nobel Prize needed, surely, completely. Now, this was a post by the one, the only, the irreplaceable, the national treasure of Twitter, Sir Michael Take, CBE. Letting out a slow, wet fart. Yeah, you're not wrong. Where he posted, this is Ramrod, our Labrador, having gone crazy in our living room. You can see the guilt. However, he claims he was hacked by another dog. He has apologised and promised that he has taken steps to ensure that his future canine security is enhanced. So yes, for this week, Co-Connection seems good. Yes, yes, it actually is. But yes, so, yeah, as you can tell, look at the guilt on his face. That cute little doggy, you know. Clearly that dog has been hacked. He has been well and truly hacked, hasn't he? But all I will say is that, as you can see, people have really gone to town on him. Yes. Absolutely, yes, no messing. Yes, with our Graham Concrete Farmer action figure. Yes. New feature, extra racism with his bag of cement, plant pots and his trowels and tools. Yes, so they've absolutely proper gone for it big style. I have to say, I spent the whole evening when that happened, you know, looking through the comments, and all I will say is they've been absolutely hilarious. And let's just say that if it all turns to shit, he does have a fail-safe. He does have a fail-safe plan, because if he does lose his job, he has a plan B, which is he's going to sneakily return to Talk TV and take over Julia Hartley Brewer's show. Yes, that'll be a winner there. He will. Clearly, he's going to do. He's going to clearly pull it off into. You can see the likeness between him and Julia Hartley Brewer. Yes, concrete drag. Yes, as you can see, he's. Yes. Thanks, Rosie. I'm okay, especially after the third side. Yeah, you're having a bit of a midnight rider. Now that is a lady that Vance would like. Yes, look, yeah, looks like Krusty the Gnome. Julie Hartless, shit stirrer. Exactly. So that will be his plan B. Where do XGB News and Talk TV presenters go after the end of such illustrious careers? Maybe go back to Talk Sport and form a dynamic duo with his former partner Mike Parry. My God, I did used to listen to him on Talk Sport, and all I will say is they were absolutely hilarious. And then they decided looks like he's drank concrete. Jabba the... Yes. Completely, totally agree. But yes, so that'll be his other plan, to maybe go and try and take over Julie Hartley Spewer's show. She'll be on to a winner. But all I will say is that all is not lost, because you do know that they've put out a petition on change.org. Yes, the nation have spoken. Yes, the nation are demanding that their plank of the week, their man who is leading them on the march, they are demanding that our Mike Graham gets his show back. And as you can see from here, as you will see, he has already mustered an absolute fantastic amount of voters already. Yes, that's it. A massive 602 when I posted that. That was about a day or two after. So as you can see, is there a petition to ban him off from TV forever? Yes, Mike Graham, definitely a tosspot. Totally agree. We need the link. Yes, if I can find a link where I think somebody should put to ban him from TV once. Don't all rush at once to side. Exactly, wake up and smell the rosemary. I've seen your weed on your channel, though I've not been over lately. We'll rectify that soon. Don't worry about it, Rabbigins. It's not a problem. Concrete farmer. Save our concrete farmer. Absolutely. So, yes, a whopping 602. Then that's it. The nation have spoken. Yes, they demand that our concrete farmer gets his show back on TV, or else the whole of the country will descend into anarchy. But yes, that was absolutely. Is there not a job going at Strictly Concrete Dancing? Boom! Exactly. The only explanation for that post was he thought he was posting on his anonymous profile, but realised to let he had not switched from the public one. But yeah. So it makes you wonder, does he actually believe that nonsense, or is he just basically farming for shock? Anyone believe he didn't post it has concrete for brains? Yeah, I'm in total agreement. But if all else fails, did you know that our Mike Graham did actually have an acting career? Yes, he did. He had an acting career. You may not believe it, but our once to be thespian did have an acting career on the go. Did you know that our Mike Graham had a small part in an episode of Blackadder? Yes, he played the Bishop of Barton Wells. Assume the position, Blackadder. Yes, that was Mike Graham with his red hot poker. Yes, that was our Mike Graham. I see fields and fields of concrete trees. Very large. He once played a very serious TV role as a sleeping policeman. Yes, so there's still hope for him. Yes. Yes, he played the role of the Bishop of Barton Wells. Yes. You can see the likeness. So yes, Yes, he played the colossal pervert. I love that bit where he wakes up and after being drugged and there's Lord Percy. Yes, exactly. What did I just see? Oh my God, 2 pints off mind bleach. Sorry, I had to do it to you. But yes, so if he doesn't get his job back at Talk Radio or Talk TV, let's just say that he will always be remembered for the one interview that made him famous. We all know what that was. Yes, it was the only concrete advert, and we have to play it as a glowing tribute, as we possibly say farewell to the concrete farmer, Mike Graham.
Morning, Mike.
Oh, hello. What are you glued to, Cameron?
Just your screen, unfortunately.
Unfortunately? What do you do for a living,
Well,
Cameron?
I'm a carpenter.
A carpenter, right. So how safe is that for the climate?
Well, I work with timber, which is a much more sustainable material rather than concrete. I also
But you work with
retrofit-
trees that have been cut down then, don't you?
It's a sustainable building practice.
How is it sustainable if you're killing trees?
Because it's regenerative, you can grow trees.
Right. Well, you can grow all sorts of things, can't you?
Well, you can't grow concrete.
You can. See you, Cameron. Cheerio. That was Cameron. He grows trees and then cuts them down and then makes things from them. Brilliant. Marvellous. I don't think I ever want to talk to any of those people.
Morning, Mike.
Oh, hello. What are you...
Oh dear. Oh, thank you, Mike. Thank you for the memories. That was such a fitting tribute. Exactly, Sir Larry. That head shake. Yes. Trees that have been cut down, they can grow. The kids should be awarded a prize. Yeah, exactly. The pause in the video was priceless. Totally agree, my friend. Yes, exactly, Alistair. Yeah, brain turned to mush. He was holding that laugh eye, but yeah, he wanted just... That's absolutely... Exactly. Wise words, Joe. Folks, don't ever marry your cousins. Thanks for the mummeries, Mike. Absolutely. Complete lunatic. Without a shadow of a doubt. But, I know what you mean, my friend Alistair. Totally mean. But anyway, now we are hitting the final furlough, and we've just got 2 for the road, as now we have hit the 2-hour mark, and I've got one, at least one for that my daughter will enjoy, because given a choice between humans and furries, my daughter will pick furries, and all I will say is, and then there's a lovely palate cleanser at the end. So without further ado, we will head off. This is the favorite part of for my daughter, where all I'll say is that when it comes to animals, all I will say is that they can turn into right proper drama queens.
You think it's funny? You shattered my candle, dude. You just smashed it. Woof! Don't you woof me. Look at me when I'm talking to you.
I'm not your real mom. I adopted you! Oh my god.
No bite.
No.
Some of that shit. No bite.
Hey, what happened? Oh.
This is my new carpet.
Oh,
Come
what
on,
this dog
man.
does.
No!
Hell mama. Hey there, hell mama.
No, don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch.
I said no, ma'am. Tear your butt up.
Proper drama queens there. Yes. As we were watching that, I could hear my daughter in the other room killing herself laughing. Nothing she loves more than furry animals. Shit, that cat is messing with him. Yes, absolutely. You completely agree, Joe. Yes, we all love funny animals. We certainly do. And that was for my daughter and all you animal lovers out there. Because nothing more funny than watching animals do silly stuff. But anyway, we will. I remember I used to annoy our dog with my tongue, and she went, what? Yes, I do remember. Yes, and I would drive her nuts. I think dogs understand English, but play dumb. Smart folk they are. Yes, totally agree, Tommy. But anyway, we will head off into the sunset with this bit of a palate cleanser, you could say, because who likes a bit of Prince? Not Prince Andrew, that is. No, we're not talking about Prince Andrew. We are talking about the one and only Prince. And let's just say this is a bit of Prince with a bit of difference, right? I want you to get your twerking going, and let's boogie away the end of the show with this brilliant bit of boogie and some music.
Don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. Just need your body, baby, from dusk till dawn. Don't need experience to turn me out. Just leave it all up to me. Gonna show you what it's all about. Don't have to be rich to be my girl. Don't have to be cool to rule my world. And no particular sign more compatible with. Just want your extra time and your kiss.
Put your cheesy puffs away now.
Go ahead, man. I see you, Prince. Get out of here, go home. Change your clothes.
Oh, that was hilarious. Just loved her dancing there. I just loved her dancing there. Yes, ironic as he doesn't need deodorant. Yes, got a nice sponsorship for. Yes. Oh dear. Yeah, exactly. Like the Roseberry's brilliant groove. But Prince was a legend. Yes, he certainly was. Goodbye till next week. Yeah, exactly, Gordon. Yeah, I will say it's a great way to finish the show. And all I'll say is thanks for stopping by. I've had an absolute good giggle for a couple of hours and enjoyed it with a good quality of friends, and I hope you all have a. The music business is terrible. Just look at Prince and his dance. Yes, exactly. But anyway, have a lovely weekend, my friends, and thanks for stopping by. And if you cannot be good, at least be good at it. So I will wave you out and take care, my friends, and have a lovely weekend, and hopefully see you in some other live streams later on.